The one thing I love, Craig, and you pointed this out last game, is the contributions from the bench. You know, they came in and changed tempo.
Former Ohio Mr. Basketball after one season at Ohio State, and no good for Şengün. The Rockets. Former Ohio Mr. Basketball after one season at Ohio State, and no good for Şengün. The Rockets.
Got a floating left-hand runner there from Bassey. A lot of big guys don't have that with both hands, let alone one.
Former Conference USA Player of the Year at Western Kentucky, and the Rockets are on the board. Undergoing surgery on his left knee. Did play against the Pacers, and then they were not going to have him playing back-to-back games against the Rockets, so that's why he was out of the lineup.
UCLA and high jump.
You high jumped at UCLA in addition to playing hoops? I didn't know that.
Really?
You're big, you got really long legs. I imagine it's something. I've known you now for 2 years, and I had never heard you speak of that once, so you learn something about somebody every single day. How about that little pass inside, and Şengün able to finish through a double team? Shot the ball particularly well, though, against the Spurs this season. His best shooting game was last night, where he went 6 of 13. And Johnson, speaking of bad spacing,
Johnson's really trying to get that tip, man.
He was coiling up.
He was.
He was coiling up to try to out-jump the taller Şengün. Green explodes to the rim again. Graham. And that one corralled by Barlow. Good job, and he comes down the baseline, but misses the reverse too. The pass to Wesley.
Some athletes out there. The trailer, and that's Mamu, but he can't get it to fall either. We're letting them play today.
All right, thank you, Jonathan and Vanessa. Duke's got some great pipes. That's impressive stuff right there.
Yes, Craig. He does. And that's a good shot for Jabari Smith Jr. He's got such a high release. He's got to keep that up. And
good finish there for Malachi Branham. Did a great job. Mel Ellen as well, who again interviewed Stephen Silas before the ball game and been shown the ropes throughout the course of the evening by Vanessa down there, and they're having the time of their lives. Their families are here with them. As things went along, had a great call on that lob.
He did.
Josh Christopher. And he killed that read too.
Yes, he did. And you know what?
Oh! Şengün just killed the rim.
Yes, he did. I mean, just taking the Spurs to school there.
And oh, by the way, the Rockets needed that because the 17-point game. They've made 5 threes in this quarter. Now 7 overall. Şengün behind the back to a cutting. Smith rises above the top of Barlow. KPJ ahead to Green. Stepping back in the corner. Şengün with the offensive rebound to the reset 14 and end up getting hit and fouled by Bassey. Kevin is just below Calvin.
I don't know if you're last, big fella. You come with some heat now. I don't know if you can be last.
I don't know. And now it's time for Wingstop bringing the flavor.
Sometimes it looks like he hadn't had the best game so far, and you look up and he's rebounded well. He's got a double-double.
Great run to end the first, which continued on in the early stages of the second quarter. They built a 17-point lead. There's Johnson using the rim to shield the defender.
The former NBA pro, you're playing with guys who play, so the experience is just different. And with all due respect, I think the G League Ignite will grow to that, and we just hadn't seen the success.
Camp t-shirts, shooting bands, and tickets to an upcoming Rockets game. You can register your kid right now at rockets.com. And Şengün now with his 10th board. Played Denver on Friday to begin a 6-game homestand. This just their 3rd game back after their annual 9-game road trip. Over the shoulder, Şengün-like from Green to Şengün.
That went down, man. Really making a highlight.
Hey, brother. Oh, steal by Şengün. Here we go. Şengün with the monster dunk after the steal. Random run off the 3-point line. Johnson doesn't take it. And then reaching in and fouling him was Tari. Spurs will push. And then Branham had it stuffed. And then the touchdown pass to Green, and he dunks it down.
I'm sure Ahmad is somewhere loving that. Our guy who did a great job.
Yep. Kids
broadcast today. KJ's his guy. More defense from Alperen.
Yep. Johnson over Eason. Şengün. Rip and run. All by himself. No and one, but he won't get 2 free throws.
Great job here from Alperen.
Makes the first, and now this work from TXU Energy. Again, got Brooklyn for the first time this season here on Tuesday, and then
possibly for the Rockets, you can mix JT into there for whoever, but this is fun basketball.
Good ball movement in quarter three, missed.
Goodness gracious, his three gives him 27 and pushes the lead 96-76.
Buzzer beater.
Ooh, yeah, Coach Silas said, no, we ain't doing that, guys.
And the Rockets didn't do it, and the Rockets get their second win in as many nights over the Spurs.